Our gap to first place, 35.4 seconds. Perez ahead. Okay, here's the gap that we're trailing the car ahead by, 10.5 seconds. They're on fresh mediums. Norris is behind you. They're on fresh mediums. That was our last stop. No more scheduled pit stops. Let's go. All right, 6 laps to go now. Fastest lap of the race. Right, well done, Callie, well managed. The issue should now be resolved. Can you please confirm? Please confirm.
Yeah, all good.
She found the space and Maya got the overtake done. Looks like those gearbox issues are truly behind her now, and surely she'll have her sights set on that podium.
And what a fantastic move it was. She's been super impressive out there today.
Okay, mate, you're making good ground here. Let's push.
Copy.
Okay, keep an eye on that gap ahead, please. 4.0 seconds. Okay, so gap to the leader, 9.8 seconds. First place, 8.2 seconds. Okay, gap to leader, 6.0 seconds. To the leader, 6.0 seconds. Okay, so gap to the leader, 4.0 seconds. lap. That was the fastest lap of the race so far. Oh, great stuff. You hit that target. Really good job. Okay, so we're leading our teammate by 0.0 seconds. Battery charge is high, let's use that overtake button a bit more. Final lap, push, push.
Some race from Callie Mayer today, and those points will see Connor Sport take the top spot in the constructors' standings. And for the first time in the team's short history. Question is, how will Red Bull now respond?
Well, I'm sure they won't take this lying down, but for now, it's Connor Sport who are the best team of this 2024 season.
And I can see the drivers starting to approach the podium for the victory celebrations. A real team victory today. Everybody played their part. So congratulations then to Connor Sport, your race winners today.
Hey, nice one.
Hey. Thank you. Casper said you were hiding out in here. Where you been? We're on top of the standings.
Shut the door, Cal.
Everything all right?
Yeah, I think you better take a seat.
Well, what is it?
Just sit down. Why don't you ever listen?
All right. What's wrong, Dev?
It's Dad.
What about him? Where is he?
He's dead. He's dead, Cal.
Come here.
Can't believe it.
You're gonna be okay, Dev. You're gonna be okay. A lot of drivers are posting some of their best times, but you know, so are we.
Yeah, they can push all they want. They're not catching us.
One more question about your dad, if that's okay.
Oh no, we've already issued a public statement.
Well, the press release didn't say how you felt personally, so I was just wondering if you'd care to elaborate on that as the family.
We loved him dearly, and we miss him very much.
Yeah, he was a good dad. He was a good man. He loved this team, loved this sport. You know, and most importantly, he loved his family. He was very generous, very supportive. He was a good dad. Right, Kelly?
Yeah, absolutely. Okay, thanks.
Thank you. It's not hard, Cal. You just show a little bit of emotion like a normal person. He was a good man who loved his family. Simple.
Did he?
Come on, not this again. Look, what more did you want from him? I mean, I know you two had a rough patch, but you owe him just as much as I do.
Huh. You really believe that?
Hey, boss. Got another one for you.
Hey, Andreo.
Hey, how's everything? How's Callie?
Well, she insists we stick to the schedule, so business as usual, I guess. You know, I don't know what else to do.
Do you think she's okay?
No idea. She's difficult to read. Always has been.
Would Devon talk to her?
Haven't asked. You know, they have a strange relationship, those two.
Some things never change, eh? Listen, I'm around. You call me if you need me, yes?
Thanks, Andrea.
That's 8th place. You're in 8th place. Our gap to first place, 21.3 seconds. Hamilton's ahead of you. Okay, so gap to the car ahead, 8.2 seconds. Okay, Russell's behind you now. Okay, the gap is less than a second. They're on old mediums. Look after these tyres now. We want to finish the race on this compound. Overtake button more. It's time to utilise some of this energy. Come on.
What a race this has been from Callie Mayer, threatening so many times, but she's under pressure here, and oh, she's lost it! Oh no! Lost it at the third turn, her race is over, and I'd imagine that's a red flag.
It just looks like she ran a bit wider. Here's the replay, had a snap of oversteer, wasn't quite able to catch it, and yeah, this is going to be a red flag. There it is.
Oh dear, what a great day it could have been, and the Connosport team watches on from the pit wall. It was all looking so promising.
Is Callie all right? Is she okay? She's absolutely fine, yeah, don't worry. Right, it's all on you now. Let's keep the focus up. We've got a chance to improve our position at this restart. Okay, copy that. Let's try this again. Fresh start, head down. Copy. great manoeuvre. You made it look so easy. Gap to the car in front, 1.9 seconds. Great work, that's a new fastest lap of the race. So you know, we're getting some strange readings from a couple of the sensors, so I don't think you need to be worried, just some bad data, so keep doing what you're doing. I'll let you know if we notice any genuine problems. Right, we need to get past here. Use overtake, use overtake. Okay, final lap. Let's go. Final lap. Jackson. Just amazing, mate. Well done. Yes, go! Let's go!
Have to say, this has been
That's
a
it,
memorable
lads.
race here at Zandvoort
Beauties.
today, and an important race too, as Red Bull reclaim the top spot in the Constructors' Championship, and Connor Sport drop into second.
Yeah, I mean, Jackson tried his best to salvage some points today, but Connor Sport be devastated to give away the top spot like that. It's truly been a difficult few weeks for the team.
As you know all too well, Anthony, it can be a punishing sport sometimes, but I'm sure Connor Sport will regroup. So after a magnificent race, we can now see the drivers making their way to the podium. And what a treat it is to see Connor Sport taking the top spot. That's a well-earned victory.
Aidan, Callie's incident really shook things up out there. How did it affect the race?
Yeah, it really did shake things up, but look, Callie's an incredible driver. She always drives right to the limit, and you know, her instincts out there today, they are the same instincts that have given us the season so far. So it's been tough for her recently, but the team has her back, I have her back, and we'll all keep pushing together.
Well, Connor Sport dropped back to second place today. How will the team deal with that?
Yeah, we'll do what we always do. We'll debrief and look where we change, where we can improve. It wasn't quite clicking for us out there today, so that means reassessing a few things and figuring out where we've gone wrong. Whether it's strategy or whether it's just a matter of performance, we'll sit down as a team and figure out the best way forward.
Well, it's clearly been a very tough few weeks for you all with the...
I think in terms of the day-to-day operation of the team, I wouldn't say it's had any real impact. At the end of the day, we're all professionals and we've all got a job to do, so we know the only way of dealing with his loss is to keep moving forward. We can't afford to let up, so yeah, we've focused on sticking to the schedule and sticking to the approach and just looking forward to the next result.
Thank you so much for your time.
Aidan, thanks for your input in the review.
Yeah, no worries. It was productive. You know, especially considering everything. It's a weird vibe in the garage. Everyone's pretty quiet.
Yeah, can you blame them?
Suppose not. How's Callie?
Yeah, I was gonna ask you the same. She's, keeping herself to herself.
Yeah. It must be terrible for her and Devon. I can't even imagine. I know I'm not part of the family, and you know, I'm just here to drive, but I want to help where I can. You know, just let me know what I can do to support them and you.
Thanks, Aidan. Yeah, I'll bear that in mind.
I mean it. Focus on Devon and Callie for now. I don't need much managing. You can fuss over me later.
Okay. I appreciate that. And sometimes I forget that, you know.
Forget what?
Well, you wouldn't have said that as a rookie. So, I've got some other stuff to deal with, but thanks.
Yeah, anytime. Bye, Casper.
Well, Davidoff dying hit everyone hard. I mean, we were there, right at the top. But no matter how everyone tried to keep it together, it was just impossible to keep pace with Red Bull.
We found out afterwards that Davidoff had been ill for some time. He kept it from everyone. He tried to get as much in place as he could before he left. It was tough. But Devon and Callie, they had a lot to sort out.
Which is why, in the event of my death, I leave Butler Global and all of its assets to my son, Devon. I know you'll be watching this, Devon. And I hope that now you'll understand everything that I've prepped you for over the years, especially now that you're not driving anymore. Be a leader, Devon. The business is yours. I know you've got it in you.
That's it?
Those are his wishes. You are to be the sole owner of Butler Global and all its holdings and subsidiaries.
Including Connorsport?
Including Connorsport, Mr. Butler.
Right. Nothing for Callie.
That's okay.
What do you mean that's okay?
Well, it's not a surprise, Dev. I didn't expect anything.
Why not? So, are you sure this is right?
Oh, sure, Mr. Butler. Those were his wishes.
You'll be great. It's what he wanted. Just don't fire me, yeah?
If I could just get you to sign here, and your full signature there, please, Mr. Butler.
Yeah, sure.
Hey, boss, got a couple of minutes?
So, not the best start, Callie, but we have still got time, so let's push, please.
Okay.
Let's use overtake and burn off some of this energy. Safety car, no overtaking, reduce your pace. Keep your delta number positive as we form up. Okay, slow down. Your delta's negative, which means you're going too fast. Reduce your pace.
Copy.
Coming to fit the mediums. Car ahead now running medium tyres. ready to go racing again. The safety car is in this lap. When the field accelerates, remember there's no overtaking until the timing line. Safety car in this lap. Okay, clear. Okay, the stewards have now enabled DRS. DRS is now online. That was the fastest lap of the race so far. this up. Well done. Got a lot of spare energy. Okay to use your overtake button. Okay, this is your final lap of the race. You're leading the pack, that's P1. Leclerc is behind you. They're on fresh mediums. Okay, you've just started the final lap of the race. Final lap. Absolutely awesome. Just amazing, mate. Well done.
Woo! Yes!
Well, talk about taking advantage. Mayer was really nowhere to be seen until the safety car. What a turnaround.
Yeah, that result keeps the team competitive at the top of the table. She recovered really well for an impressive finish at the end there.
And following a significant dip in form, I think there's a glimmer of hope for Connor Sport today, and they've kept pace with Ferrari in the battle between the top three. After an excellent performance at the Grand Prix, I'm sure there'll be plenty of celebrations tonight amongst that Connor Sport team, and they certainly deserve it.
Hey, have you seen Callie anywhere?
Yeah, she's around there.
There you are. What are you doing back here? You know, everyone's looking for you.
That's precisely why I'm back here.
You okay?
It's not meant to be like this. I haven't even cried. Just feel sick.
What do you mean?
Well, when someone dies, you're supposed to let it all out, right? Cry and gnash your teeth and wail. And I just can't. He was never there for me, Aiden. So nothing's changed.
It's all right, Cal.
I see Devon upset and I resent him for it. It's different for Devon, it always was. And I've tried blanking it out. Suck it up and drive, you know. But all I can think is I'm doing exactly what the great Davidoff Butler would have wanted me to do. And I hate him for it. Then I remember he's gone, and the whole cycle starts again.
You need to talk to someone about this, Callie.
What do you think I am doing?
Okay, feedback on the front wing, please. How's it feeling?
I can manage it till the end.
Okay, listen, we'll leave you to it then. Go for it. Okay, gap ahead, 3.9 seconds. Battery charge is high, let's use that overtake button a bit more. Gap to the car in front, 3.5 seconds. Okay, mate, this is the final lap of the race. Final lap. second place. It's Verstappen ahead. Okay, gap to the car ahead, 8.4 seconds. Okay, they're on old softs. That's Sainz behind you now. They're on old mediums. Okay, mate, final lap. Keep your concentration and let's bring it home.
So as we come into this tail end of the season, you just get a feeling that Connor Sport are just losing their edge.
They're just not bringing enough points to the table every weekend, are they, Crofty? They're losing touch with Red Bull.
And Ferrari are nipping at their heels too. So is there enough time to turn things around? On this form, I'm not so sure. The drivers are en route to the podium as we speak. What a fantastic win for the Red Bull team. They performed exceptionally today, keeping us firmly on the edge of our seats throughout the entirety of the race. Congratulations to everybody at the team.
Callie, clearly some front wing damage there at the end of the race. You decided not to pit. Just talk us through that.
Yeah, look, in a situation like that, I'm going to go for the option with the highest potential gain. There may have been a time where Connor Sport were happy to even finish in the points, but that time is well behind us now. We're in a title fight, and you just can't beat Red Bull by playing it safe. Staying out there, it might have looked like a risk, but really it wasn't. It was the right call.
Well, clearly you lost some ground to Red Bull today. Just a few races left in this.
It's not what we're hoping for, but we've still got time left to close the gap. And we've all seen how much ground Connor Sport can close on Red Bull when it counts. Today wasn't ideal, but Connor Sport will continue to fight for the title.
You seem to have lost some momentum, certainly that we saw earlier in the season. What do you put that down to?
Well, it's been a rough old season, and I think it's taken its toll. Everyone on the team is feeling the pressure, and we've all been through a lot, so it's no excuse, but it's just the way things are, and we need to put it all behind us and keep moving forward.
Appreciate it. Thank you.
Could you take a look at this, please?
It's time to pick, Cass. Why didn't we get that wing replaced?
It was marginal. We asked Kelly how the car felt and she wanted to push.
She's becoming a liability.
Now she's driving well.
No, you need to keep an eye on her.
I do?
These are your drivers, Casper. You need to keep them in check. That includes Callie. If she's not behaving herself, that's your responsibility, mate.
I know.
Because I'm telling you now, there is something wrong with her.
Are you okay?
She's not right in the head. Why can't anyone else see it?
Well, she's coping. So?
She should be sad. Why isn't she sad?
It's complicated for her.
Oh, and it's not for me?
I didn't mean it like that.
So what did you mean then, Casper? How is it different for her? Huh?
It's none of my business.
Oh, poor Callie. But Devon's all right. Devon will be fine, no problems. Is that it?
Oh, come on, Devon.
Yeah, and only the wise Casper Ackerman can possibly understand her grief. Huh? No, tell me. Yeah? Enlighten me, Casper. How is it different for her?
I mean, she's your favourite after all, right?
That's not what this is about, is it?
No. How is it different for her? How is the death of my father different for her?
Because your father had 2 kids, and he only raised 1. Sorry, I shouldn't have said that.
You know what, Casper? I think Connor Sport needs a change of direction.
It wasn't my place.
Yeah. No, it's, I'm not convinced you're making optimal decisions. The title slipped away.
Come on, Devon.
I've been thinking about it for a while, actually.
Look, let's just talk about this.
Your services at Connor Sport are no longer required, mate. I hereby terminate your contract.
Are you for real?
With immediate effect. Ciao, Casper. Close the door on the way out.
Well, where is he now?
I don't know, he's just gone.
Call him. Get him to come back.
Well, hang on, wait. Where are you going?
I'm gonna talk some sense into that idiot brother of mine. We are not doing this without Casper.
Callie talked to him, and Aiden too. They tried to get him to change his mind. They were angry. Well, I was angry.
Did you try to change his mind?
No, Devon and I didn't talk again for a while.
And then what happened?
But that was that. I went home.
Were you worried about the team's performance without Casper?
No. I had a plan.
What plan?
Getting a new team principal. Or an old one.
So why did you take the position as team principal at Connor Sport, having stepped down from the role only 2 seasons prior?
You have kids?
Yes.
Okay, so one of them calls you and says, I need you. You're there, right? Any parent would be. Connor Sport was my child, my baby. I made that team. I would do anything for them. But I made it clear to Devon that I would only accept that job on a temporary basis.
Okay, right, Aiden's had to retire from this race.
So it's just me then.
Yeah, just you, Callie. Let's go. Use your overtake button more. It's time to utilize some of this energy. Come on. That move was illegal, I'm afraid, mate. Return the position, give it back. Okay, here's the gap that we're trailing the car ahead by. 6.6 seconds. work. That's a new fastest lap of the race.
I've got a puncture.
Yep, copy. Box.
Oh, we can't catch a break.
Understood. Stopping this lap. Okay, go! Okay, that stop was a slower time than we ideally wanted to see. You're in the top 10 now, keep it up. Nice move, good job. job. That was the fastest lap of the race so far. Final lap. Push, push.
Doesn't matter which way you look at it, Ant. That's a poor... Looking at the podium, you...
Hey, we need your input on this one. Hey boss, got another one for you.
As once again, it's Max Verstappen, champion of the world. Red Bull, brilliant celebrations for...
You know, I'd sacrificed so much for Formula One. I wouldn't have played it any other way, but Lily was growing up fast. And I'd already retired once. And I did a bit of mentoring for Callie just to keep myself busy. And well, before I knew it, I was team principal at Connor Sport, and it just took over my life again. I think with F1, I was an addict.
Dad, you ready?
And I was missing more birthdays, school plays, stupid stuff. Really important stuff. So, yeah, I think Devon did me a favor. For once, I felt I was exactly where I needed to be. And I wasn't going anywhere.
Hey, boss, got a couple of minutes?